Good afternoon, Gooners. Good afternoon, football fans, and welcome to Two Old Gooners in conjunction with In the North Bank. And today's show is our five Arsenal favourite forwards of all time. That's quite a mouthful,
Yeah.
but it's good. Don't forget, guys, these are just mine and Richard's opinions. You can agree with us, you can disagree with us. Put it in the comments of YouTube if you watch it on YouTube or any of the podcast platforms. We will answer any comments that we see. So yeah, this is going to be a good one. I think it's going to be interesting, and we'll carry on after this small video. Right, guys, don't forget to give us a like, share, and a subscribe on In the North Bank and the Two Old Gunners. And before we go any further, I've got to get the housework out of the way. I've got to introduce the other old gunner. He's older than me slightly. The amazing, knows his numbers, knows his figures, knows his knowledge. Statman Rich, how you doing, mate?
Brilliant, thanks, mate. And yeah, I definitely feel older.
Well, I think we'll leave.
Especially some days.
Yeah, I think we'll leave that there, mate. I think we'll leave that there. Right, so this is top 5 Arsenal forwards of all time, mate. Let's crack on, shall we? Who is your number 5, bro?
Well, he joined us from Exeter in January 1929. He was our top goal scorer with 149 league goals. He won the first division titles in 30, 31, 32, 33, 33, 34, 34, 35, 37, 38. He was with us 18 years. He won the FA Cup in 1930 and 1936. He won the Community Shield in 30, 31 and 31, 32 and 34, 35. And that is Cliff Baston.
Very good. Well before my time, I've got to be honest.
Yeah, and well before mine, but I thought he deserved a place on the list.
Fair enough, mate. And I will go back and have a look into this fella, because this is what these shows are all about, is to get, well, any generation of Arsenal fans to go, oh yeah, but either remember or to go, oh, I need to go and check that out. Do you know what I mean? So great choice. But by the time you read all that out, I'd grown a beard. So you know what I mean?
It's a bit of a long spiel, but I love my stats.
He deserves the credit, mate. He deserves the credit. So my number 5 is Alan Sunderland. 1970s, played for Arsenal, I believe. Out and out goal scorer, really, really good. I mean, he was playing on pitches that were like ploughed fields. Do you know what I mean? And quagmires and all that sort of stuff. Scored in the FA Cups, for Arsenal to go on and win them. And just an absolute historic great striker. Deserves credit. And some of these strikers that we're going to mention, I don't think get the credit they deserve. And it's a shame, because it's a generational thing. Do you know what I mean? Or it's a decade thing, whatever decade you're brought up in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, so that's my number 5, mate. Who's your number 4, bro?
Well, this player, he joined us from Leicester in 1986, 87. He won the league in 88, 89 with us in 90 and 91. He got the FA Cup in 93, the Cup Winners' Cup in 93, 94, the League Cup in 93, the Community Shield in 91, 92. And that is the great Alan Smith.
Smithy, yeah.
Yes.
Great player. Great player. Very understated, very, very a quiet man, really, wasn't he? Wasn't one for making noise or being brash or showing off.
No, but he was a real specimen of a man on the pitch, and knew how to, for his size, he was quite a technical player as well.
Yeah, and he let his football do the talking, didn't he?
Yeah.
And I've got to say, a great commentator now. I enjoy listening to him commentate. Yeah.
Yes.
Great choice, mate. Great choice. Right, my number 4. I'm going back old school again, mate. Frank Stapleton. Just a rough, rugged, that generation kind of player. Built like a brick wall, acted like a brick wall at times. What I'd call a power forward.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean by power forward? He
Yeah.
would get everywhere and he would score goals. You know, um, just just my generation, I guess, and just someone I remember. You know, and yeah, someone I respect. That's the thing I will say about these top fives. We respect these players. You know.
Yeah, I mean, there's tons more, hundreds more.
Oh, mate, we could be here for hours if we wanted to be.
Yeah, but the idea is to spark debate.
Yeah, of course.
Get you, a viewer, to go back if you're even if you're not interested in Arsenal, go back and watch some of his old matches
Yeah,
from 50s, 60s, 70s, and even the 80s. And you, if you're not from that era, and see what we grew up with as children and young men, and what football was like. And how it's evolved, like anything in life, everything evolves. But
and I'll especially I'll agree with everything you've just said, but it's also for the younger generation to, you know, it's good to have the knowledge.
yeah,
And the way to expand your knowledge is to go and check these players out if you've never seen them play. And YouTube and the internet is a great tool for this because there's loads and loads on there that, you know, can make your football and even your Arsenal knowledge, your football knowledge a lot better. You know, and you can have better standards of conversations and make better opinions as well. You know. So anyway, that's enough for the educational part.
yeah.
Right, mate. Who is your number 3, bro?
Well, I think this player was underrated by England, and he joined us September '91 from Crystal Palace. He became our all-time great goal scorer, 185 goals for us in the Premier League. 97-98 League Cup Winners' Cup 93-94, FA Cup 93-98, Community Shield 93, and that is Righty, Ian Wright. Fantastic man. He's an ambassador for the women's game. It all time great for us. We saw him in Tollington, and I got the daughter to go and get a picture with him while we were waiting to go before we went to for a ladies' game, and he was in there before doing commentary duties, and he was fantastic. He allowed everyone up. He didn't complain. He was trying to have lunch. He let everyone up and have their pictures and everything. All round great guy.
Yeah, I've got him a little bit later on, but my number 3 is the unit, Dennis Bergkamp. And my top 3 you could actually put in any order, to be honest. But Dennis Bergkamp, silky smooth. Didn't give a monkeys about anything. Yeah, he could be reckless at times, but so can all players. And other teams' fans love to hate him, but bangers, absolute bangers of goals, and he got loads and loads of assists. And him and someone who we'll mention later on as a combination up front were just lethal.
Yeah,
Absolutely
and if you were to take our pictures down, our background is
Dennis Bergkamp.
Dennis Bergkamp.
Yeah.
Against Newcastle.
And as I say, he could be number 1 for me, guys. But I've got 2 other players that I just want to add there as well. But my top 3, you could have 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. Do you know? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, okay, mate. We're up to I believe it's your number 2, isn't it?
Yeah. This player was an invincible for us. He joined from Juventus in '99. He scored 228 goals, 101 assists, 175 Premier League goals, 2 Golden Boots. He was 03, 04, 04, 05, 8 Footballers of the Year, 2 Players of the Year, 2 league champions, 02, 01, 02, 03, 04, the FA Cup 02, 03 and 05, and that is Thierry Henry.
He's your number 2.
He's my number 2.
Your number 1 must be massive.
It's a preference thing.
Yeah, of course. That's what we've said through this.
Yeah.
That's what we've
and
said.
I'll explain why the player who's my number 1 is my number 1.
That's absolutely fine, mate. My number 2, you've already mentioned him, is Ian Wright. Top goal scorer, just cheeky chappy on the pitch, really nice guy off the pitch, great pundit now. Can't say a bad word about Ian Wright. You've already said everything. So what I will say is, not only is he loved and respected by Arsenal fans, he's loved and respected by Crystal Palace fans. And that doesn't happen very much. Because usually if you leave a team, it's like, oh, well, F him. You know what I mean? But no, he's loved by Crystal Palace as much as he's loved by Arsenal, which I think is a credit to the man. Not just the player, it's a credit to the man. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, my number 2, Ian Wright, cheeky chappy, scored some absolute bangers of goals, crystal goals. Yeah, love the man, absolutely love the man. But obviously there is a number 1. So I think I know who your number 1 is just by process of elimination. But go on then, mate. Who is your number 1?
Well, my number 1... he joined from Inter in 95, 96. I've gone for him as my number 1 because I believe he was the transformational player for our club, and that is Dennis Bergkamp. 120 goals, 116 assists, Footballer of the Year 98. He won 3 Premier League titles, 97, 98, 01, 02, 03, 04, part of that Invincibles. Player of the Year 97, 98 as well. And you got the FA Cups 95, 03, 05. You've got the super the Community Shield 98, 99, 02, 03 and 04, 05. I mean, this got for me can still combined in one. And as I said, I think he transformed us. Came in under Bruce Rioch, but he was really full Arsene Wenger. It was Arsene Wenger that was asked about whether he approved, and Rioch was sacked not long after that. So I just think he was transformational, and it was very close between those 3. But he is one of my all-time favourites players.
Is he a generational player for you?
Yeah, I mean, you just it's touch, technique, touch. He had the striking capability as well. I mean, Dutch players.
There's something else.
You're looking at Ruud Gullit. You're looking at Johan Cruyff. You're putting them in those type of Van Basten, those type of brackets. And they.
I'll never forget the goal against Newcastle where he just sort of tipped it over someone's head and then just smashed it in the goal.
He flicks it around the player, turns.
Yeah.
Palms the player, puts his hand in the player's face to hand him off, and shoots it in the bottom corner. And there's this moment here where he takes the ball down out of the air. It's the one they've put the statue as, which is where it sort of looks like he's hurdling and he takes the ball down out of the air. And that's things like that. Just such a special player. He sort of get you to go, ooh.
Like what I said in the other show, some players make you gasp, don't they? Yeah. Right, it's a bit obvious who my number 1 is. Absolute legend. I can understand why you put Bergkamp as yours. Thierry Henry, mate. Done everything in the game. Didn't even start off as a forward. But became one of the best, if not the best, forwards in the Premier League, if not Europe. Yeah. He's won everything. World Cup, FA Cups, titles. He went to Barcelona and then came back to Arsenal. Yeah, that's how good he was. And I genuinely think about Thierry Henry, and I would probably say the same about Dennis Bergkamp. They too could lace their boots up today and still play in this Arsenal team.
Yeah,
if they wanted to, you know.
Yeah, I'd love to see Bergkamp, with Gyökeres in front of him and Saka,
Mate,
and a Martinelli the other side. That has me salivating.
If Bergkamp Odegaard, or Bergkamp, Eze, and Rice, yeah, I think Gyökeres would have scored 10 goals already. And because Bergkamp would have just put them on a plate for him. And I think that's what the players of today the players of this team need to learn. Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry to go on about this, but when Saka took the penalty the other day, I don't care that it's his 200th game. Give it to your striker. I mean, and I know people can say, well, Gyökeres doesn't need to score penalties, he's a striker, but give it to him.
Yeah, well, he was captain. It was. It's not only.
No, I get it. I get
it's
it.
not only the 200th game. It was his 100th goal contribution.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. But,
so I can understand why he took it. And in that situation, I'm not going to deny it. If it had not been a special a moment for him to achieve something, then I'd have said I'd have been a bit more pissed off with him.
Yeah. But I've got to say, mate, as I say, these two lads, actually, Wrighty could probably do it as well. Lace their boots up and play for us today. And that shows how good of players they are. And I'm not going to go into all Thierry Henry's achievements, because if you're an Arsenal fan, you already know this stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. And we're slightly overrunning as well, mate. That's the other reason as well.
I mean, again, we haven't put Saka in here. You haven't put Aubameyang in there. You could have had Overmars and Perez and all sorts.
Oh, there's loads. Carnu,
George,
Carnu, you know, Carnu, what a player he made.
Bill Tord,
Lacazette.
Yeah.
You know, so Van
Persie, all sorts.
Yeah, I mean, they're just a few honourable mentions chucked in there, you know. Right, I think this is the end of another great show, Richard.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, and just to let the viewers know, this was the second run because the first one went a bit wonky. But if you're listening on the podcast platforms, Deezer, Spotify, whatever platform you're listening on, YouTube, if you're watching us on there, don't forget to give us a sub, a like, and share. Don't forget to hit the notification button on Two Old Gunners and In the North Bank. And we're going to go and do another show now for next time. So I'm looking forward to that. Richard, thanks again as always, mate.
No, thank you. I enjoyed this again. I love these.
Absolutely brilliant show. Guys, don't forget, give us your top 5 forwards of all time on YouTube or any of the podcasts. If we see a message, we'll answer it. It's not about an argument or anything like that. It's just about learning and expanding your Arsenal knowledge. So until next time, take care of yourselves, love each other, love yourself, and peace. We're out of here.